my name is ActiQ. I've been here for over 11 years. I've been playing RuneScape on and off since the summer 2003. When I started playing this game, it was far less advanced. It was much simpler, but I was mesmerized by the beautiful world of Gelinor. I had not quite experienced such a game before, and it was insane to me that I was playing with thousands of other players, and there were hundreds and hundreds of different things that I could do in this game. And although I didn't have a common language with the other players as I was 11 years old, I didn't speak English, and even the simplest of words such as buy or sell were completely new things. But even then I felt that the opportunities and the possibilities that I could do in this game were just endless. So obviously I wanted to take on the fiercest monsters in this whole game, and like many of you, I used my best tactics in order to try to bring down the most amazing of the creatures, the Lumbridge goblins. And I failed. I died and I lost all of my items. So I quickly learned that I could fish shrimp in order to heal me when I was wounded. All I needed to do is run to Draenor, past the jail guards, just to be killed by the Dark Wizard of Draenor. When I got myself enough shrimp, I needed to cut down the forest in order to make a fire and cook my fish on the fire. Most of them burned, but I was left with enough to try to take on the most fiercest monsters of RuneScape. I also needed some armor and weapons, so I mined day and night for tin and copper in order to put them into a furnace to make bronze bars, and those bronze bars I turned into strongest armor and weapon that I could get the access to. So when I got my new weapons and armor, I was finally able to take down the goblins of Lumbridge. And this was the beginning of a long journey to completing RuneScape. I quickly learned that most of the places I wanted to access weren't available for me. So I started out by completing quests of RuneScape, and eventually I became a dragon slayer. I was able to bring down the fiercest of the dragons in free-to-play, and also the only one, Elvarg. When I killed Elvarg, I was approved to go to the Champions Guild. I was now eligible to wear the rune armor, which I bought from other players. And by the time I got myself a rune armor, it was worth 300,000 coins, which was really expensive, considering the fact that a Santa hat was only 50k. But it was no question for me. I wanted to be a rune warrior because that made me strong, and Santa hats were just stupid cosmetic junk. So when I became a rune warrior, I felt like I had completed RuneScape. I had gotten all the armor and weapons that I needed to gain in order to be the strongest warrior that there was in free-to-play. So I took breaks from the game. I played other games, but back in my mind I was always thinking, how is this game still doing? And then a friend of mine invited me to this new style of playing RuneScape, membership or pay-to-play. So the gates to Taverley were opened to me, and the possibilities that I could do became so vast that I felt the game was not possible to be completed. But again, I ground out quests, I became stronger, I was able to kill stronger monsters with faster techniques and better weapons and armor. And while I was growing as a character, the game also constantly changed. It became bigger and more beautiful than ever. I got my first 99 in cooking. I completed so many quests that I was able to wield the quest cape, to some the most precious skill cape of them all. Then we got the max cape and the completionist cape to the game, and I knew that those were completely out of my reach. But I didn't go discouraged. I kept on and I got max cape. I completed all the skills to level 99. And only a half a year after that, I became a completionist. But I felt it wasn't enough. I was a completionist, but I was also poor. I needed money, so I wanted to learn to kill the strongest monsters of RuneScape. So first I took down the God Wars bosses. I took them down hundreds of times because I wanted to learn the best tactics, but it was not enough. In order to stay completionist, I needed to take down Rise of the Six, the new Barrows brothers. I needed to be in a group to kill Vorago, but it was not until Araxor was released to the haunted woods of Mauritania that again I ground out and I killed Araxor hundreds of times, made over 1 billion coins, and it finally gave me access to all equipment of RuneScape, which was one of my greatest goals and a true completion of RuneScape to me. So I bought myself a red party hatch, which was one of my long-term goals, one of the things that I've desired the most for the longest time in this game. It was a perfect infusion of nostalgia from 2001 when the game was first released, and also the rarity of the item was beyond anything I could ever have imagined. I was finally at a stage where I just didn't have new goals. I had received everything that I wanted to receive in this game, at least so far. So here I am at the elven city of Prifddinas, at the throne of fame in the Max Guild with a party hat, a piece of cosmetic junk that I worked 11 years to get while I was completing the game. And although it's very expensive in the game and it's something I worked for very hard, I don't think it's the biggest achievement of mine. The biggest achievement is memories of the thousands of people that I've met during this game, and at least hundreds of friends that I had during this game and with me in this journey. And these memories will never go away. They will never fade. I will always remember them, and that's the greatest part of RuneScape. It doesn't matter if you go for glory and there is nobody to enjoy it with you. So this game teaches us companionship and friendship, and those values are highly respected outside of Gelinor as well. So the time has come for me to find new adventures outside of RuneScape. But none of the memories that I have from the game are gonna fade away, and I won't forget the people in this game. I don't regret a moment. But as everybody knows, nobody actually quits RuneScape. You will take a break, you might take a very extended break, but it's always in your mind, and eventually I will return, I'm sure of that, and I will go for greater glory than before. So good luck for you on your RuneScape journey, and I thank you for watching, but now it's time for me to go. So see you another time.